Example 4. An imaginary particle has a charge equal to that of an electron and mass 100 times the mass of the electron. It moves in a circular orbit around a nucleus of charge plus 4e. Take the mass of nucleus to be infinite, assuming that the Bohr's model is applicable to this system. So what we need to find? We need to find an expression for the radius of nth Bohr orbit, and we also need to find the wavelength of the radiation emitted when the particle jumps from fourth orbit to the second orbit. Right. So let us do this. Since mass of the particle is given, which is 100 times of mass of electron, and charge of particle is given, which is charge of an electron, and the atomic number of given nucleus is given, which is 4 times of E plus 4 times of E. Right. We need to find the radius. So let us assume that an electron is revolving or the particle is revolving around the given nucleus in the nth orbit. Therefore, there will be force of attraction between the particle and the nucleus. So that force is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Z E square by Rn. That will be equation 1. And the same force will act as a centripetal force towards to the center of the circle, which is mv square by Rn. So let us equate both. So what we get? mv square by Rn is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Ze square by Rn square. Square and Rn get cancelled. So V square is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Ze square by mRn. But according to Bohr's postulate, we know that angular momentum is equal to nh by 2 pi. That means mvrn is equal to nh by 2 pi. From this, V can be written as nh by 2 pi mRn. So let us substitute velocity in equation 3. What we get? N square h square by 4 pi square m square Rn square is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Ze square by mRn. Rn square get cancelled, square m get cancelled, and 4 and 4 get cancelled, pi and square get cancelled. Therefore, Rn can be written as n square h square epsilon naught by Ze pi m. Since the mass of the particle is 100 times of mass of electron and Z is 4, so what we'll get? Radius of a given particle in nth orbit is n square h square epsilon naught by 400 mass of electron into charge into pi. This is the radius of the given particle around the nucleus, and we also need to find what will be the wavelength released when it jumps from higher energy level to lower energy level. So we know that energy of hydrogen in the first orbit is minus 13.6 electron volt, and energy of the given particle in nth orbit is directly proportional to Z square by n square into m, where m is mass of the particle. So from this, what we can write? Energy is equal to minus 13.6 into 4 square into mass of particle is 100 by n is 4. So by simplifying, what we get? Minus 1360 electron volt. What about energy in the 2? Minus 13.6 into 2 square 4 square into 100 by 2 square, we will get minus 5440 electron volt. So what is the difference of energy? Difference of energy is E4 minus E2. So what we get? Minus 5440 electron volt minus of minus 1360 electron volt. So we will get 4080 electron volt. And we know that we need to calculate the wavelength. So wavelength can be written as in angstroms 12375 by 4080. We will get the wavelength in terms of angstroms, that will be 3.0 angstroms. So the wavelength released will be 3 angstroms.